We are live, everybody. We're live, live, live. It's time for the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette show. She's got three great guests in the building tonight talking about embracing your inner beauty, ladies. So tag ladies all over the world. Tag ladies, ladies, ladies. It's Ladies' Night. It's Women's Empowerment Night with Dr. Annette. With no more further ado, Dr. Annette, take it over.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wisdom Walk. I'm so excited to have you here with us tonight. Again, we want to thank Malcolm for all of his hard work and just doing a stellar job here at the studio. And I want to thank my guest for being here with us tonight. Before I get into my guest and talking about what tonight is about, I have something that I want to share with you. Are you your authentic self? Some people don't know what that means. So what does that mean, Annette? That means, do you have a purpose? Do you feel purpose-filled? Do you have a direction for your life? Are you masking? Are you an imposter? Are you true to yourself? Or are you trying to be what other people will have you to be? I was there at one point in my life. Anytime anybody said something about, oh, I don't like that hair color on you. Oh, I don't like those pants on you. Oh, I think your shoes. I found myself just vacillating, trying to accommodate and appease everyone else. And then it dawned on me, nobody's doing those things for me. Nobody's trying to change his or her way of life for me. And so I stopped doing it. And when I said no, and when I stopped listening to those people, I was in a much better place in terms of my mental health, my physical well-being. So if you are not sure of what your purpose is, tonight I want you to get a journal or some paper and a pencil, and I want you to write down things that are important to you. Write down your goals. And then I want you to step back, think about it, and ask yourself, am I living up to these things? Have I put in the work for these things? And if I haven't, what's keeping me from being my authentic self? All right. So now let's get into it. I'm so happy to have Miss Carmelita Allen here tonight. She is a Mary Kay consultant. Matter of fact, she hooked a girl up. She hooked me up. And I'm so grateful. I had an opportunity to meet her maybe, 4 years ago? Through someone else. And she expressed wanting to go to Africa. And I was going to Africa that year. She went with me, and we've been as thick as thieves since then. And she knows I love her. All right. So welcome.
Thank you.
All right. You're going to have to speak up now.
Thank you.
All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know that you are a Mary Kay consultant, but you have another career as well.
I do. I am a seventh grade science teacher, so I've been teaching for 19 years.
Wow.
In middle school, so all sixth, seventh, and eighth grade. And Mary Kay is something I started on the side to make sure that I could afford the skincare and stuff that I wanted for myself and the things I needed to do.
That's the next question. How did you become involved with Mary Kay?
Okay, so I had a lot of family in the house, and several of us needed skincare. Mm-hmm. And the amount was just, we were not going to be able to afford it for 5 girls or 4 girls needing the different types of skincare. And I have eczema, so I needed stuff for my dry skin. And they told me that I could get a discount. And so I was like, well, I started because of that, for the discount, to be able to purchase the things that I needed for myself and my family. And it grew from there.
Okay. And how long have you been selling Mary Kay?
About 11 years.
Okay.
So.
All right. What's the consultant life like? Because you invited me to an event, and I think they were recruiting at that time, and it was a really nice event. And I know that there are different levels.
Yes.
So can you just speak quickly to what those levels are and what they mean?
Okay, so you can come in as an independent beauty consultant. So we're all independent beauty consultants, no matter what level you're at. And we all make the same percentage off of whatever we sell. And then if you have 3 team members, then you can become a red jacket. And so many more team members, you'll move a little bit higher. And then once you have about 24 team members. You're a director.
Mm.
And then you're building a unit at that point, and then there's gifts from the company, I would call it,
Okay.
for if you do that. And so it's a good place to be if
Uh-huh.
you like to be there. So
Yeah, 'cause
that's the goal that I'm working towards now. Yeah.
I think one of those ladies was earning over 300,000 a year
Yes.
as a regional director or something.
I mean, she's a regular sales director, but she has one director underneath her, so that would make her a senior director.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah, I was really
Yeah.
impressed about that. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
If I like sales, I don't like sales, so that wouldn't work for me. But anyway, okay. So I know that there are some benefits that come with being a consultant, and I'm just going to throw this in quickly. How important is skincare?
Oh wow, is very important. For me, it made a big difference just because I didn't even want to show my face in front of people or be in front of the camera or things of that nature, just because my eczema was like breaking out my face and things of that nature. And so just that alone with my self-confidence of having well taken care of skin, not the makeup, just well taken care of skin, made a difference. And I had so many people after I started using Mary Kay, like, what did you do differently? Your skin looks so nice. But they had never said anything to me before that about my skin or what I could do. And so that alone for the self, but taking care of your skin is the largest organ in your body. So your face is not the only thing that you need to take care of. I mean, everything needs some kind of moisture and being taken care of. It won't crack as easily. You know, you don't wrinkle as easily if you take care of it correctly.
Okay, all right, good deal. You mentioned, I just lost my train of thought just that quickly. But anyway, you and I have talked about the skincare routine, your personal journey. That's where I was going with your personal journey. I want to tie that into bringing the inner beauty out. How did this product personally help you to do that? Because you said you had eczema and didn't want to come out.
Right.
How did it help you to do that? And I guess, what would you say to someone else who perhaps feels like, I can just use a bar of soap and I'm good? Okay. Let's talk long term here.
Right. So we all have different types of skin, a range. And so having the right system that works for you, and that's what a Mary Kay Beauty Consultant will help you do, is kind of figure out what works best for you with the different products to meet your skin's needs. And so once that's taken care of, then if you want to wear makeup, the makeup even looks better, if the canvas underneath looks, decent and well taken care of. But it was more for me than just the product. It was the positive women and the positive talk that you're around, and so many people supporting you, whether they make money or not. Like most of the women in my circle don't benefit from me financially whatsoever, but they're always pouring into me and praying for me and there to celebrate us. And so that in itself helps you kind of grow as a person. So it's part of the reason why I stay a consultant. I mean, because I have the skincare, I can afford it now. Like everybody else can buy it on their own now. But being around those positive women and that pink bubble is what we call it. And now I get to make gifts for other people, and that's an extension that I've added on to my business where I make gifts for people. And so I feel like I'm helping marriages. I have so many wives that will call me and say, thank you so much. I know he didn't do this, but it's exciting and it's fulfilling.
Oh, good. Okay, all right. Now, I know there are a lot of people who don't like wearing makeup.
Right.
I can't say that I'm one of them. Okay, I love colors and all of that good stuff. And I can remember as a teen, I had acne very badly. I looked like I had popcorn popping out of my face. Is this a product that can be used by like teens who are going through are struggling with acne?
Yes, we have several different types of skincare. So I think there's about 6 or 7 different sets. And so there's one, the naturally line, for people that are concerned about, is it pollute the environment and things like that. It's eco-certified.
Mhm.
So that means from the beginning to the end, till it gets to the customer, it's natural. But we have the acne treatment, the clear proof set for kids with acne. We have the botanical effects line for people who don't have issues with their skin yet, and they're just trying to get their children into taking care of their skin. So when they get to that point, they already know how to take care of themselves. And then we have the miracle set for people about 18 to 40, and then we have the repair set. And now they've added a few dermocosmetics where it's dermatologist grade as well. And so they just added that this year. So I've been doing a lot of reading and studying and watching a lot of videos so that I can help people.
We've come a long way since that little white tube from the dollar store, and that was everybody's go-to for acne.
Yes.
But I agree with you. Everybody's skin is not the same, and some products can be very drying. Some just don't get it done. So that's good to know. So I'm bringing this up, folks, because again, as a mental health therapist, I work with teens, and many of them are very self-conscious about their skin. And sometimes I think we take that for granted. Sometimes I think we think, oh, they're just going to get over it. Your skin is going to clear up in a couple of years or whatever. But we have kids who are contemplating suicide because they're being teased about their skin. We have kids. I was just talking to someone yesterday, a young lady who is trying her best to fit in with her peers, and she's willing to do anything and has done anything and still continues to be rejected. So again, I'm happy to have you here to know that there are products for teens. So parents, this is your person. If you're looking for someone or to help your child.
Can I second you on that?
Sure.
Yeah, I work with teenagers as well, since I work with middle school, and because they're behind the camera all the time and everything is on social media, it is a huge thing now for how they feel about themselves. And I try to breathe life into them too.
Right.
So I will go and teach them as well. I teach the whole family, if you need me to, on how to properly use those things. And to admit it, I'm not really a makeup person either. So lip gloss and mascara is normally what I do. So yeah.
Okay. And just speaking to that, and this is kind of sidebar. You've shared with me some of the journeys that you've taken with your students and how they just love you and you wouldn't give it up because you do go that extra mile with them and genuinely show them that you're concerned. So if your child is talking about their skin or unhappy, folks, it's affordable. You can do it. Let's help them and help them with their self-esteem. All right. So you brought some products with you tonight. And I said, well, whatever you do, let's do something maybe for the fall, something holiday-ish, if that's a word, and then just help people put something together so when the holidays roll around, they'll be ready. Okay. Yeah, and you can even talk about the base. What do you do with the base to prepare the base, and then even taking it off at the end of the night?
Okay, so this is my travel roll-up bag. I take it everywhere. I have multiple roll-up bags depending on what I'm doing. So I separate it based off of if you're cleaning stuff, if you're preparing things. These are our dermocosmetic lines, and this is the skincare. But the thing that I normally tell people to do is this is the extra emollient night cream. This helps moisturize. So if you take care of your skin the night before, then it makes it a lot easier the next day. And then when you put a foundation primer on, it helps as well. And so then you can put on your different foundations. So here is a liquid foundation, and this is in my skin tone. Yes, so we do have colors for darker skin. And I like to use a liquid foundation brush. So you use less in your hand whenever you do have to put the foundation on.
So Carmelita, I want to interject something here because I remember Mary Kay, like way back in the day when everything was pink and they had those big bulky boxes that you had to carry on your shoulder. You said that the products now come in different skin tones.
Yes.
Back in the day, that wasn't the case.
No.
It was very much like another cosmetic company, MN, and that's all I'm saying, where you can't go there and find anything for individuals with darker skin. And so this company has really changed over the years. Is there like a push to, or has there been a push to be more inclusive?
Well, I'm sure along the way there is. I mean, Mary Kay, the person, was all about empowering women. And so I just, as time goes on, and we have several sales directors, national sales directors is the top level, who are Black, dark-skinned women. And so just finding products that meet all of our needs and expanding out into, multiple communities. They're in Mexico and China, here in the U.S., and just making sure that we have what we need is awesome. And while I was here, they came out with a darker color about 5 years ago for the CC cream, because most of those kind of blend into several skin tones. But they needed one more, just a little bit darker, and then they did it. So they listened, and I'm like, okay. And they're constantly trying to find ways to help women. So we have a domestic violence shelter. Sorry, I just got off. They donate money towards that. And donate money towards women's cancer research. So
it's not just about the product.
No,
they are actually involved in
empowering women.
Yes. Like philanthropic.
Yes.
Okay. I said it.
Yeah.
I got it out. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. All right. So.
Okay. And so for the colors, I would strongly suggest for the this fall coming up to wear some kind of maroon or purple or the darker colors. We even have reds if you don't want like a bright red. There's red with brown in it. And like one of the most popular ones is downtown brown. And then my favorite, sorry y'all, I use this tube all the time, is the Fancy Nancy. So I will put on a chocolate lip liner and then put this on. And now we have a new set of waterproof lip liners that makes you be able to wear things for a whole lot longer. So I would strongly suggest that. And then I have one more thing.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Yes.
And Carmelita, we have a question.
Oh, yes.
From Q Hefner.
Okay.
Tuned in on YouTube. He's asking what product, or she's asking what product can be used to help darkness under the eyes.
Okay, so we have multiple products. One is the eye patches, and I wear those on the way to work. Sometimes if I did not sleep enough the night before. And then we have the instant puffiness reducer, so that helps. And then in your skincare sets, especially the Miracle set and then the Repair set, which is the one that I have with me, this has eye creams and things of that to combat that as well. And then we also have a darkness reducer, but I wouldn't, if it doesn't say for the eyes, I wouldn't put it near the eyes. And we could work together and figure out what else would work for you.
Now, are these hypoallergenic products?
Depends on which one they are.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
And it depends on your skin type, your
Yeah.
skin, because some things will irritate some people, but not others. And so if you're getting a new product, I can come and sit with you if you live close, or I could mail you stuff, or you just try a little bit and see if it's okay. And then if it's okay, then we keep on going. But I haven't had too many things that people have a problem with, so.
All right.
Yeah.
And so I think you're going to show us some
Oh.
eyeshadows.
Yes.
Which I love, guys.
Let's see if I can.
I'm getting better at this.
Yes. So I brought the full palette, but as long as you have anything in those like darker colors, let's see which way. There we go. Okay. So as long as you have anything in those darker colors, it's going to look really, really nice. And then have like just a color that's close to your skin tone for the base in the middle. And then whatever you're wearing, then that's the color that you want to wear closer to your clothes. Yeah.
Okay, now repeat that. The base color is
Yes.
the color that you wear that's closer to your clothes.
Right. So
Okay.
the one at the very bottom is the one that's the color is closer to what you're wearing.
Okay. All right.
And then it'll pull that color out of what you're wearing.
I didn't know that. Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. So, were there any other products that you wanted to share?
Oh, well, we do have men products, but one of my favorite is I try to get them every time they come out is the cologne. And then they'll have different body washes every year. So I try my best to get them and match them with the colognes. And so this smells, oh my God, so good. Like I sprayed it on a scarf and like carried it around with me because it smells so good.
That'll make you want a husband.
Right, girl. So this is for the men.
Okay,
So yeah,
okay.
and if you smell somebody else smelling like this, then get one for your husband. Don't mess up, please.
All right.
But yeah,
all right,
so
all
we
right.
do have perfumes for men and women.
Okay.
So
all right.
cologne and perfumes. Yes.
Okay, all right. So did you bring some like gift baskets and things for us tonight, or?
I did not bring those
Okay.
To show, but I do have them on my Facebook page, my beauty love and happiness page, and I can definitely link it to wherever you need me to. But yes, there's a lot of them. So, and I love making them. In the tower, some of them are as tall as me.
Wow.
When I make those towers, and so that's a lot.
Okay, all right. She has layaway. I'm letting you know right now. She has layaway.
Yes. Yeah, but as we get closer to, if it's Christmas that you're looking for, as we get closer, then there's less things that I can do for you. The earlier you order, like I have people order in July, so then therefore I could shop at Zales, or I could shop at K Jewelers, or I could find specials. I was able to hit up Amazon Prime Day and make sure that I got some really nice things. So it's not just Mary Kay and the gifts when I put them together.
Oh.
I specialize it for what your person is, or what they like.
Speaking of specials, does Mary Kay like run sales, or do they have clearance like another?
Well, Mary Kay itself does not do specials. It's the consultant.
It's the
So
consultant,
we
okay.
are independent beauty consultants. So I always have something that's going on because I'm so grateful for my customers and for the people who stay with me. I've had customers that I've had from the very beginning. And so I do a thing on my page. I can't do it on my regular public page, but I can do it on my private page, customer page. And it's whenever they do a sale for us or something special, I just pass that right along to my customers. And then I call it when I win, you win. Or if sometimes, if I just got Queen's Quarter sales.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And so, when I got that, I did a huge sale because I'm like, thank you, just as a thank you to my customers, because I appreciate them, for choosing me to be their consultant.
Oh, wonderful. All right. All right. So you talked a little bit about the skincare routine. Is there an appropriate way to apply makeup? I've seen a lot of like TikTok, YouTube videos where people don't put any foundation on. They do the eyes first. Then I see other people who do the foundation first, then they do the eyes. So is there like a best practice for applying makeup?
Okay, so I'm not a esthetician, so I'll start with that.
Yeah.
But I've went to multiple trainings, and what I like is doing my eyes first. I'll put the foundation primer on, but I like doing my eyes first because if something falls, I don't have to worry about cleaning it off of my foundation if I'm wearing foundation. Because I'm not a huge fan of wearing full face makeup all the time, especially in the classroom. I have labs because I'm a science teacher, and I just know. So I'll do my eyes first, make sure that's right, and then I'll do the rest of the foundation and have that on. But some people, they do a lot of steps. They have multiple concealers and they have different things, and I just feel like whatever works for you, the system that you do makes you use the least amount of product, because sometimes you're wasting your product by maybe putting too much concealer on first instead of the foundation, where you could have just spot treated it and it would go longer. But if you want to use extra, I'll sell it to you.
Okay. All right.
Miss Carmelita,
Yes.
back to the perfume.
Yes.
Miss Linda Amish. I hope Embassy. Embassy. I always mess that
That's
name
all
up.
right.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
She had a question about the perfume. She said, "Do you think Mary Kay will bring back Angel Fire?"
Oh,
girl.
Yes. Yes.
I'm telling you, we have a elite sales director, which is pretty high up, and she loves Angel Fire, and we have not got it back yet. Every time somebody has a bottle, they send it to her because they know just how much she loves it. So I don't know if Angel Fire come back, but that is something that we have heard a lot. But I could definitely let you try the other ones that I do have. But that is a very popular one.
Girl, you went back to 1976.
Excuse me, y'all. I don't want to disregard any of the questions, any of the comments that are coming through. They've been tuned in from the beginning.
Okay.
We started out with Miss Linda Emasai. She said, "Hello, Dr. Annette."
Linda.
Then we went to Miss Judith Johnson.
All right, Judith.
She said, "Hello, Sister Williams."
All right.
D. Rochelle Sampay said, "Hey." We have Karen Shaw Shepherd.
All right.
She said, "Good evening, ladies."
Good evening.
Lisa
Good
Villiers
evening.
Murphy said, "Hello."
Mhm.
Dr. Sam Pay, "Hey, cousin." Kimberly Bryan, "Hey, cousin." I think she tagged someone. Chris Bice Knight had 2 comments. She said, "Great topic. I enjoy the Wisdom Walk content. Keep up the amazing, inspirational, motivational, and uplifting wisdom."
Thanks, Chris.
She's all the way in Washington, by the
Washington
way.
State, yeah.
So you have a
Mhm.
potential new customer or client in
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah.
Chris Bice Knight also said, "Also, always good when individuals take care of their appearance, and enhancing their appearance can improve self-esteem and confidence. Super
Absolutely,
wise to
absolutely.
maintain good skincare."
Mhm, mhm.
We have Bridget Lott. "Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday." And Linda Imasai, I already asked that one. "Do you think Mary Kay?" I already asked that one. Bridget Lott said, "How often should you exfoliate your skin?" And that's the last one.
That's a
I
good
just
question.
don't want to ever ignore them, y'all.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry.
So it depends on if you have sensitive skin. So I have eczema, so my skin is sensitive. So I do it once a week maximum, or once every other week, with the microdermabrasion, which was the #1 at-home skincare set, microdermabrasion, for any company.
Mhm.
But if you don't have super sensitive skin, then they normally say on trash day. So most people, they take their trash out, the actual trash, twice a week. So on the days that you take your trash out, do the microdermabrasion, take the trash off of your face.
Mhm.
The charcoal mask is not rough, and so I'll use that every Sunday, and then just pull any of those impurities out of my skin, and then put the moisture renewing gel mask on afterwards,
Mhm.
just to give myself some nourishment, and moisture back to my skin.
Mhm.
But what he said about it's important to take care of your outer self, I noticed in college, when I started dressing up, guys would get up on the bus and give me their seat and open the door for me. And like, I didn't understand it at the time. And so it made me start dressing more and
Yeah.
being, more ladylike and presenting myself like that in college.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
people notice it. You think, oh, young boys, they wouldn't, do whatever, but they didn't know me. They weren't trying to get my phone number. But just because I was presenting myself in a certain way, they treated me better.
Right. I want 2 points I want to make, but I'm gonna need your help. So hold on to melanin in the skin and
Okay.
sunscreen
Okay.
for African Americans. Okay.
Okay.
But I want to say that I don't typically dress up because I do the therapy thing, but I'm more involved with kids, and so I do a lot of being on the floor with them in play therapy. But I've noticed that whenever I do decide to maybe throw on one of my Made in Asia wigs or something, that the security guard always says, "Looking good, Miss Williams." And I have to feed into it. Well, thank you. Thank you, right? But quick to say or ask, "Well, why don't you dress up every day?" And I'm like, "Because I'm rolling on the floor with kids."
Mhm.
But people notice.
Yes.
They notice. And the compliments that come along with that, the way you feel about yourself is so important. And so there are some days when I don't have anything to do, but I still try to do something for myself. Whether it's comb my hair, brush my teeth. Let me just keep it real, because if I'm at home and I don't have to go anywhere, no, I'm not brushing that day. But again, there are just things that you can do for yourself that will help you feel better. And it's all about bringing that inner beauty out, right? And helping to build your confidence and your self-esteem. And that is so important, because we have so many people walking around not really recognizing or understanding their value, their worth, thinking that they don't contribute to anything when they do. And sometimes they just need a little help pulling it out. All right, now, so I want to speak to what has been taboo for people of color.
Okay. So it is true that we can go a little bit longer, most of us, in the sun without having as much issues, because the melanin spreads out and it helps protect you. So the more melanin you have, the more protection, natural protection you have against the sun. But you stay out there too long, you can still get skin cancer. And I had a friend in high school. We were neck and neck going for top positions in high school. And she did a project. She stayed in the research, and it showed that Black people can get skin cancer just as much as anybody else. And it's funny that you said that, because I actually have reactions when I'm in the sun for too long. Like I'll have bumps that'll pop up on my skin, and I'm like, I sell Mary Kay, I can't be doing this, like. So I actually wear sleeves on my arms when I know I'm going to be out for too long that are made for UV.
Right.
And so I learned that from motorcycle riders and things of that nature. And so they do that to protect themselves.
Yeah.
So it never hurts to protect yourself whenever you can.
Okay. Now, do these products have, I'm sorry, go ahead, Mel.
On that note, Deja Asadeco, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. She says, hello, what can I do about hyperpigmentation?
We do have one product that helps to balance out the skin tone, and it's in our Derma Cosmetics line. So it looks like, I can show you really quickly. It looks like this, but it'll have an orange thing right here on the front, and it's for balancing the skin tone.
And what's the name of it?
I'd have to look at it.
Okay.
It's a ferulic acid brightener.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It's a mouthful. Sorry, but if you message me, I can definitely send you pictures or send you links or send you the actual skincare set sheet about it, because Mary Kay tells us about every product, everything that's in it, and then I can let you know who it can be used for.
Now, do the products have what is an SPF 40 or
so
whatever?
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Okay.
So because some people are allergic to sunscreen. So even one of our most popular miracle sets, they actually have the day cream with or without sunscreen. Now the normal one comes with the sunscreen, but you can request one without it. But the primers have sunscreen, the day creams have sunscreen, not the naturally line, that one doesn't. And the CC creams, it has sunscreen, so it's just like a layer on top of another layer, protecting your skin.
All right,
Yes.
all right. So we're winding up. I want you to call in, ask your questions. Carmelita is here to help you with your beauty and skin regimen. Again, I want to thank her. So you'll be seeing me bling, 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 bling. Thank this lady. Thank this lady right here. All right. All right. So a couple more questions. How can someone become a consultant? And you said that you're moving up the ladder. So talk about that.
Okay. So the way you become a consultant is just talk to another consultant. And if you don't know any Mary Kay consultants, I can help you. I'll be more than happy to. Or you can go to marykay.com and then they will let you know who's the nearest one to you. They'll normally give you a recommendation of somebody who's actually doing their business and that they can tell who's working so that they can help you as well. But you just let your consultant know, hey, I would like to be a consultant, or I would like to know more about it. And then we can send you some information, send you a couple of videos, or sit down and walk you through how to do it. And then you just sign up. So it's less than a cart of groceries. So
now back in the day, it used to be $100 to become a consultant. Has that price changed?
So every so often they do specials, and so they just changed the way that they do things, because during 2020 nobody could go anywhere, and so they started a virtual, so they call it a e-start, where you could just do Mary Kay online. And so during 2020, so many of us had to learn that avenue, and that avenue works. Like with me being a teacher, it really opened up. I went from princess quarter sales to queen's quarter sales, because now I don't have to go to everybody's house. I can have my page and talk to people online.
Oh, awesome.
And so some people never go to people's houses anymore. They just do it online. So they have that e-start right now, and that's only like $35, somewhere around there. And then you get order samples, and then where you actually get the full starter kit with all the products. If you plan on going door to door, working with your friends. Now, I would strongly suggest just doing that one anyways, because there's over $400 of full-size products in that bag. Okay. So it's like, that's the way to go. You know?
So this sounds like it would be a great opportunity for a stay-at-home mom, or maybe even a young college student who wants to just earn some extra money. I mean, you're on the yard and you're making yourself up. I'm throwing my baby under the bus a minute. When she was at PV, she was a student who was styling hair in her dorm room, styling hair. So I'm saying to you, if you're a college student, get with her, because it's she's saying it's relatively easy, and you can just set your website up, and you are the best marketing piece that you have by you wearing the products and then talking to your friends about the
And
products.
on the Mary Kay page, once you do sign up, there's videos and quizzes and all this stuff to teach you how to do everything, how to apply makeup if you're not a makeup person, how what type of skincare is best for people, and you can learn all of that on there. It's called MK University, and it's all free. It's all part of that.
Mhm.
And then you have me, and you have my whole group of people. We'll be more than happy to help you and answer any questions.
Okay, so tell the viewers how they can reach you if they want to either become a consultant or just have questions about it or want to buy products.
Okay, so you can go to marykay.com/love, LOVE, Carmelita, CARMALITA, and that's my website, and it'll have my contact information from there, or you can call me or text me at 936-522-8606, or you could go to Facebook, but you'll have to friend request me first, and then I can add you to my private group, the Beauty, Love, and Happiness. And that group is, yes, the one. And it's me in pink for the Beauty, Love, and Happiness.
The lady with
Yes.
the rose in her hair.
Yes, yes.
Now, Malcolm, do you need her number again, or?
I was gonna go to her page and
Oh, okay.
Oh,
steal it.
Okay.
Yay.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, Carmelita, I want to thank you for coming tonight. I really do appreciate you being here. And I hope to have you back.
thank you.
This time with the baskets.
With the baskets, yes. Yeah.
Okay, wait.
In between, thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for joining the show tonight. This is the name of the show right here, everybody. We're going to take a quick intermission. We're going to take a quick intermission. There we go. We're going to take a quick intermission. We'll be right back. We're going to change out the guests, but this has been Miss Carmelita Allen, Mary Kay consultant, everybody. We're going to be right back on the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Thank y'all for joining in. We'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. You may want to put it.
Where's the camera at? That's what I was like. Okay.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to the Wisdom Walk. I'm Dr. Annette, your host. If you're just tuning in, you missed Miss Carmelita Allen, who walked us through a skincare regimen. She is a Mary Kay consultant, and we learned so much about skincare and their products and how they've changed over the years. And if you are interested in becoming a consultant or just learning more about the business, I encourage you to call her. Again, shout out for hooking me up with cosmetics. That's my girl. That's my girl. All right. So not only is how you look important to how you feel, right? And again, we're not saying that everyone has to wear makeup because that's just not everybody's bag. But even a nice hairstyle will make you feel on point, right? And I'm so thankful to have Miss Asia Williams here tonight. Yes, there's some resemblance. I want you to pay close attention, right? And she is a cosmetologist, but also, well, I'll let her tell you, all right? But anyway, she's going to talk about how hair care is so important for us, especially as African Americans. And I'm not saying it's not important across the board, but we have just different types of hair, from the straightest of the straight to the curliest of the curliest. And so we have to just have some special things for our hair. All right. So welcome, Miss Williams.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right. All right. Tell us where you're from.
Houston. Obviously, I'm your daughter.
Oh, really? Okay, you don't have to leave you down.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Yes, she is my daughter. All right. And you recently graduated from college.
Mhm.
Okay. Where'd you graduate from?
Prairie View. Shout out to the Panthers. Hey,
Okay.
y'all.
All right. All right. So you're good like this.
Okay.
All right. So she graduated from Prairie View last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2022.
Okay. All right. So I have to give you all a little story, because I always knew my daughter liked stylish stuff. So when she was in high school, she actually started the cosmetology program at Barbara Jordan High School.
Mhm.
But because we moved from Austin to Houston, she didn't have enough credits. And I said, well, just go to HTC and get your cosmetology license, because that's you. I don't want to go to HCC. I'm going to Prairie View. And I said, okay. So now she's in it. She's a business owner. I'm so proud of her. And she's just doing her thing. So so you did graduate from Houston Community College. What year?
2017, I believe. Yeah, me and my sister graduated at the same time. Yeah.
Okay. But I want to digress, because at PV, I know
Mhm.
this is important. She also pledged, y'all.
Oh,
All right.
God.
All right. So, but I'm just saying, a young person doing their thing, right? Shout out for that.
Mhm.
All right. So she pledged Gamma Sig, and she's also Delta Sigma Theta. All right.
Mhm.
Now, how long have you been in business?
So I've been taking it seriously about 4 years, but I've been doing it on and off about 6 years.
Uh-huh.
And I took it seriously because I needed some money, and I was a broke college student, and it just so happened to work out.
All right. All right. So what I was saying earlier about cosmetics, she was a college student who needed money.
Mhm.
And what I like about that is that you were able to schedule appointments when it fitted into your schedule.
Yeah,
So
that's the best part.
that's the best part.
You can do your own schedule. You can do it if you don't want to. You can do it when you have to. You can do it just whenever you need to. You can do it.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Now, I've seen your work. You're very talented. And I'm not saying that just because you're my child, but I always tell you how gifted you are
Yes.
in that area. And you and I have had a conversation. I didn't know it though until I walked in the salon one day. And you are on a winning streak when it comes
Yes.
to the number of Miss Prairie Views whose hair you have styled, and they have won. How many?
This year is gonna make 5. So shout out to Nia, Jade, Zane. I love you guys. They really supported me a lot. Like, I've been doing Zane's hair. Well, she started off as Black Fox, then she became Miss Prairie View. But I started doing her hair as a freshman, and she got me my most clients. Taverlyn, I love you. She also supported me a lot. So I only allow one Miss Prairie View person of the whole competition to come to get their hair done. So if it's 6 of them, only one can come. And that one person, I do her hair. We say our little 1-2. They go in there, and just so happen that they've been winning. So I've been on a winning streak, and I'm proud of it. So I'm just trying to keep that up, and we see what's gonna happen next year.
I said, tell me the secret.
Oh no.
And she said, Mom, I just poured everything I have
Mhm.
into that one person. And I
Yep.
said, you don't have anything left for the other people after that? And she said, no, everything into that one person, because I want that person to win.
Mhm.
And I said, well, golly, you are the talk of Prairie View. And she said, you're absolutely right. So, hey, props for that.
Mhm.
All right. So I know that your specialty is like wigs and weaves,
Mhm.
but can you speak just a little bit to natural hair? Because that is the in thing now. And talk about the care that is required for natural hair.
So for natural hair, it just depends. So what somebody can do with 4C hair, they cannot do for 1A hair, 1B hair. So if for instance, I have 4C hair, that means to even comb it out, you have to wet it. To style it, you have to wet it. To blow dry, you have to first wet it. Versus somebody with a more looser texture, they can just kind of like put their hands through it. It's kind of like this hair right here. You can just kind of put your hands through it, and it's fine. You can't do that for everybody's hair. With my hair, I retain less oil, so I have to make sure I put more oil versus people with straight hair. their hair is naturally oily. So it's just pros and cons of both of them. Well, I wouldn't even say cons. I'll say it takes more time and more care with more than just like, oh, I'm gonna just wash it and put it in the bun. If I do that, I'm gonna look crazy. You gotta take your time. You gotta do it right. So, and also finding the right hair care products. So somebody with straight hair needs more alcoholic products. So you need something on the cheaper end. Honestly, that's the easiest way to determine it. If some shampoo is $1 and you have straight hair, you can do it. You'll be fine. If shampoo is $1, for me, I have 4C hair. You can't do that. Don't even waste your time with it. It doesn't have enough moisture. It doesn't have enough oil in it. So shout out to Thank God I'm Natural. Thank God I'm Natural is a great hair care line for anybody with curly hair. It makes you feel like you have a relaxer in your hair, but you really don't. The way you can move your hands through it, it retains the oil for you. It locks it in. So I really, really love that brand. I swear by that brand. Actually, I swear by Thank God I'm Natural more than I do professional products. Because although it's more expensive, it doesn't really do, especially for the African American community, it doesn't really do what we need to do. So definitely that.
Okay. All right. Speak to protective hairstyles, because again, wigs and weaves are very, everybody's doing it. Let's see who's calling.
Thank you for calling the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette show. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with tonight?
Well, you're speaking with Sharon. I hope I'm calling the right number.
Yeah, this is Real Talk 100 Radio. You are right in the middle of the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette show. Is that who you're trying to call?
I think so. Annette Williams?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Who is it?
This is Sharon.
Oh, hey,
from
Sharon.
Boston.
Yeah. How are you? East Coast girl.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. Are you logged in through Facebook or YouTube?
I have Facebook. I just called the number. That's the only thing I see on
Okay.
here is the number.
Go to, well, Brother Malcolm can tell you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. To watch live right now, all you have to do is go to Real Talk 100 Radio on YouTube or Facebook.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
Sharon.
So let me see. Oh, Real Talk. Okay. All right. I see it on here. All right. I'll do that right now.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Okay.
Before y'all get back into it, you have a couple comments from Joanne Hollis Griffin. Says, awesome podcast.
Hey, Dimples.
D. Rochelle Sampay said, Asia Williams with an exclamation point and a heart. You know that person?
Yeah.
They've been sharing us all night, by the way.
Okay.
Victoria Jackson says, great evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Judith Johnson said, what a beautiful young lady. And Deja Osadeco said, Donna with a bunch of hearts on.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So I was talking about protective styles, and I noticed that everybody's trying to do a weave, everybody's trying to do a wig, and it is really bringing about a lot of hair loss, especially around the edges for women.
That's true.
Okay, so speak to that. What is the problem with that? Why is that happening?
The problem is the tension. So with braids, twists, wigs, it's the tension. As we move through the day, we're continuously moving our hair. We don't realize it, but it's tension, it's traction. That's where traction alopecia came from. So with braids, I know I speak for myself and my clients specifically, we like a finished look. We like nice, we like polished. So we want it to be as tight as it can be because it looks the best and it lasts the longest. And because hair services are luxury now, it costs $200 and $300 to do almost anything. Wow. You want to get the most for your money. So you want it to be the tightest because it lasts the longest. But for us, especially for Black women, because we don't produce the oils we need, it's easier for it to pull our hair out versus somebody with more straight hair. The oil is keeping it from necessarily falling out. So protective styles are not protective anymore. They are convenient. Even a wig, if a wig has glue on it, it's not a protective style anymore. Your hair is actually at risk. So it's doing the opposite now. I don't know how it was back then, but I know definitely now people like protective styles because you're on the go. You don't want to wake up and do your hair. You don't wake up and have to figure out what you're going to do your hair. You want to wake up and just be ready for the day. So that's pretty much what's going on. I don't really know a remedy to it. Some people are getting hair transplants. Some people are getting steroid shots. But the moment you stop all the tension on your hair, you'll be in better shape as far as your hair growth. But it's just opportunity cost. I like my wigs. I'm probably not going to stop wearing my wigs. So if it so happens that I lose my hair because of my wigs, I can't say that I'm sorry about that.
Okay. All right. You do a lot of things in terms of hair color, hair cutting, and we've talked about the wigs, and you brought one of your masterpieces with us tonight. So speak to this product. What type of hair do you use? Maybe the type of color, and what would something like this cost someone who's interested in purchasing it?
Okay, so this wig is a 4x4 closure wig. It's glueless, so you can just pop it on and pop it off if you would like to. It has 3 bundles and it has 1 closure. The bundles have 100 grams of hair in it. So what they do now is when they get the hair, they weigh it. So each bundle has 100 grams in it. So if you get a bundle and it has more than 100 grams, you have hit the jackpot, and you should continue to buy that hair and not say anything about it. If it's less than, you should be kind of concerned. The hair color, so there's 4 hair colors. Up top, we have ruby red, and on the bottom, we have ruby red. I did that on purpose. In the middle, we have more of a maroon color. I don't know why I did that. I just came up with this in my head. And then I also added some black highlights just to give it some dimension. The cost of the wig really depends on where you go. I'm sure you can find a replica or something from like Amazon or something like that. That'll run you about $200, $300. A custom wig from me with the color and the bundles and the creation is about $600. If you go to a stylist, well, most stylists, especially in Houston, depending on where they get their hair from, this could easily be $1,000, $1,000 plus.
Wow.
Celebrity stylists, like if you just go on their booking links and see how much they charge for install in general, for a celebrity stylist, it's probably like $4,000.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so I've invested this money in this wig. Talk about the hair care strategy or regimen for this wig looking as good from day 1 to day 365.
So my best advice to anybody that wears wigs is to get a glueless wig, because a wig with glue, you're continuously pulling out the hair. Whether somebody's plucking it, reinstalling it, it's going to be fewer and fewer pieces of hair. So you'll have to replace it often. Get a glueless wig and don't sleep in it. When you go home and you're getting ready to go to sleep, don't put your bonnet on top of it and go to sleep. No, take it off, put some oil in your scalp, go to sleep. You can just sit on your mannequin just like this. So when you wake up the next morning, just put it back on. You're combing it less. It's not shedding as much. You're keeping it from ripping in the pillow covers or the bonnet and stuff like that. You're not sleeping on it. So, it's less manipulation and it'll last you longer. I've been having this wig for going on 3 years this year, but that's only because I don't sleep in it. I wet it and I leave it alone. I rarely comb this hair. If I comb it, it's with a wide tooth comb or with a brush, something that is not going to continuously tug on it and tug on it and tug on it. That's really the secret to keeping like your wigs lasting a long time, because it's not cheap. And you have to pay for this stuff, so you might as well get your money's worth from it.
Okay. I want to go back though just a minute, because I noticed that some of us, we will wear braids 6, 7, 8 months, and it'll just be so packed. How long should a person wear braids? Let me ask this. I forgot. What about? Let's go back to the wig. The washing. Is there like a wash and condition routine for the wig?
So with wigs, with bundles, with any kind of weave, I always say never use conditioner. Never. My favorite thing to do with a wig is to shampoo it, just going like this, not like this. We're not doing the scalp. Just shampoo your hair and then let it air dry. Air drying is best because it's going to keep the moisture from the shampoo in the wig without you having to add anything else. If you add conditioner to bundles or anything with color, you'll notice a film is on it. And when a film is on it, there's no body in the hair. It's limp. You look like, that if you've just gotten it done, like you've had it for a couple of days. So avoiding conditioner is my first one. And then making sure when you're shampooing it, you're not replicating you doing your scalp. Just gently wash it with the shampoo and you'll see the stuff falling out, the dirt coming out of it. You don't need to roughhouse it to get it clean. So yeah.
Questions are coming in.
All right.
Karen Shaw Shepherd. She said, Dr. Annette, baby girl is gorgeous and knows her stuff.
Thank you.
Miss Kimberly Bryant is tuned in on YouTube and says, what is the key to grow your hair? How often should we? I'm sorry. What is the key to grow your hair? How often should we deep condition our hair?
That varies from person to person. So let's just guess you might have 4C hair like me. The first thing I say is get on biotin. It grows hair everywhere, if you know what I mean, but it grows hair on your scalp the most. So, take that biotin. Make sure you're oiling your hair every other day. I say that our scalp is like plants. You don't need to water it every day. You don't need to oil it every day, but making sure that it has the nutrients it needs to actually grow. Less manipulation is possible. Also, depending on the texture you have. What else do I say about? Deep conditioning. So it depends. If you have hair color on your hair, deep conditioning it every 2 to 3 weeks is great. But if you don't have it and you just your natural hair color, I don't really feel like it's not mandatory. So maybe once every 2 months, having some conditioner in your hair when you shampoo it is fine. But to deep conditioning, you don't really need to do that, because what most people don't know is that conditioner over time in your hair turns into a relaxer. So if you have a conditioner and you do not rinse it out or shampoo it out, I must say, and you have that conditioner in your hair, and then let's say 3 weeks pass by and you do another conditioner in your hair, whatever that chemical reaction is, I'm not sure. No one really knows what it is. It's just proven that it starts to straighten your hair, and that's taking away from our natural hair state. So I'd say deep condition it when you feel like it's needed. If you feel like it's brittle, if you feel like it feels a little dry, then you should go ahead and deep condition it. But it's not necessary as people think it is.
Okay. All right. So, going back to the braids, though, I see people wearing those for like 3, 6, 7 months. What does that do to the hair when a person wears braids that long?
It depends on what braids you're talking about. If you're talking about braids underneath a wig, I personally wear my braids a very long time. I shampoo my hair with my braids in, and when it gets to where I feel like it might start dreading, then I take it out and shampoo it. If they're individual braids, as soon as that new growth happens, you need to take them out, because now the synthetic hair is pulling on your real hair, and that's not good. If it's braids underneath your wig, that's just your hair versus your hair. You're good. Some people can go up to 4 or 5 months. If you just shampooing your hair with the braids in, it's fine. Somebody with maybe, let's say, feed-in braids, as soon as the new growth starts, you should take them down. Because what's going to happen is, as you're styling it, you're pulling on the fake hair, which is pulling on the real hair, and that's pulling on your hair follicles, and it's going to come out. It's going to come out whether if it comes out right then or when it's shampoo day, it's going to fall out.
There was a note passed to me, and I think you addressed this about protective styles, but is there like some type of regimen? Because I noticed that you use steam on some of the ladies' hairs when they come to the salon. So what does the steam do for the hair?
The steam, so our hair has a hair shaft and a hair follicle. So let's just say one. No, I'll say 2. And then when the steam hits it, it keeps it together. When people have dry hair, brittle hair, or split ends, it splits. And when it splits up the hair shaft, that's why people's hair breaks. That's why when you comb through your hair, it's shedding, because it's either 1, dehydrated, or 2, you need a trim. Most times it's just dehydration, because necessarily needing a trim is only because of hair breakage over time. So when you just put the steam on it, it's like when you put hot water on your face and you feel that freshness on it, opening up your pores, closing your pores. That's the same thing with our hair. opening up the hair shaft, then we're gonna close it right back to make sure it's healthy, make sure it's getting the hydration it needs, and we're like forcing it to drink almost. That's what's happening with that steam treatment.
Now, I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this in an ugly way, but I have seen some people walk into your salon and it's like triple take.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is when they walk in, they're like, girl, I'm trying to hurry up and get in that seat. And when they walk out, they look like princesses. They look like queens. And I can always tell, especially when I'm just fumbling around in the yard or something, I can always tell when they walk out because they're flicking their hair and I'm like, well, you go, girl. I see you. Work it. It does something for your self-esteem.
It does.
It does something for your self-image. Even if you're having a rotten day, to come and get your hair done is like, wow. So talk about that experience in helping women find, I guess, just to pull that beauty out through hair, because I know you coach people a lot when it comes to particular hairstyles.
So hair for a woman, well, I don't know. I can't speak for men. A woman is very important. Like hair for a woman is almost like food to somebody that's starving. It does something to your self-esteem. It does something to your self-confidence. You get this boost of self-worth. Like, even though it sounds artificial or it sounds like, oh, you should have some kind of inner self-worth, sure, fine. But putting on a new wig, it's an undeniable feeling. It gives you this, like, we have this saying, you get your hair done, your face clear. So it's like, you just feel like a new person. And I really don't know what the science is about that. I just know that even today, like, I styled my wig. Okay, I feel good. I don't have my bonnet on. And I look like a new person. I look together. I look polished. Everybody wants to be, poised. Nobody wants to feel like, just thrown together. So most times women work so hard. And most times, especially if you're a mom or your aunt, you don't have time for yourself. So the times you do come to the salon, that's your you time. And especially when your hair comes out exactly how you wanted it, it's like, okay, I'm up 50 points. I'm that girl again. Especially if something has happened during the week, it's like, I put it back together. You put the pieces back together. That's what, like, I love. That's my favorite part. Like, when I turn you around and you see your hair and you telling me, I'm like, okay, job well done, Asia. Like, you did that.
All right. Okay, so you spoke to the hair making the person. Do you believe that anybody can rock any style? Or okay, all right.
I absolutely do. I actually I don't know where this came from. I don't know if it's from like back in the day. I don't really know. I hate my more melanated clients telling me they can't wear a certain color. That's my absolute worst nightmare. So shout out to Raven. I love Raven. Raven is a cheerleader at Prairie View, and we've had this discussion. And she was mad at me when I first did it because I colored one of her bundles, and I'm like, look at this. If I can do it, you can do it. Raven went from wearing black hair to wearing maroon hair to wearing red hair. Raven will put on a blonde wig now. And I just know it feels so empowered because it's, first of all, who told you couldn't wear this blonde hair? Two, I feel like this is, I don't know the comparison there. Like, you can wear whatever you want. That's why I always tell people you live on. Like,
hold that thought just a minute. Let's see, somebody's calling it.
This is the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette show. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with tonight?
Cynthia Williams.
Please repeat your name one more time.
Cynthia Williams.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi.
Did you have an opportunity to see Carmelita?
No, I didn't. I was trying to get in, tried to log in.
Okay. Well, can you go in through Facebook or YouTube? And I'm going to have them all back at the end, okay?
Okay, Facebook or YouTube through this number or through what?
Tap into Real Talk 100 Radio on YouTube or Facebook.
Okay, because that's I was trying to do it online. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, so you were talking about melanated skin.
yes. So I've noticed that women with more melanated skin, you're more, your skin is more rich. There's this stigma to where they feel like they can't go past a certain threshold. I can do black, I can do brown with deep highlights, I can do brown with a caramel highlight. Once you tap into reds, blues, orange, greens, purples, blondes, it's like the no zone, like no territory. You can't pass go. I don't know where that really came from. I don't know if it's how you raised, you taught us about skin and, the importance of it and not being, colorist and stuff like that. So maybe that's where I get it from, where it's like, I'm going to wear a purple wig today.
I did that?
Yes.
Oh, how about that? I'm glad you were listening to me.
Yeah. So if I want to put on a purple wig, I'm put on a purple wig. If I want to wear a blue wig, a blonde wig, and I want to change it every day of the week, I'm going to do just that. And it never clicked in my head, oh, my skin tone didn't match. It just clicked in my head like, what style you going to do, girl? Like, that's how I felt about it. So I'm glad I was able to instill that to her. Like, she's evolved a whole 180 from her freshman year. Well, because we did freshman together through senior. From that year to this year, to get her to go from black, like straight black, she would change the texture. She wouldn't change the color. By senior year, even in her photos, blonde hair. So I just feel like do whatever you're going to do. We have one life to live. I would prefer you to experiment and do whatever you're going to do when you're younger anyway, than be 75 and like, oh, okay, well, let's try green hair.
Well, we're about to wrap this up. A couple more questions.
Yeah.
What absolutely makes you cringe as a hairstylist?
For myself or for the client?
Either.
I cannot stand when somebody has come to you and they're all in the mirror. Like, you turn their heads this way and they like trying to see. It's like, do you trust me or not? You want your hair done or not? Like, I cannot stand that. Another thing I can't stand is, well, we already talked about it, the color situation. That's my number one. I don't know. Maybe it goes even back to slavery. I don't know. But those are my two things that just,
But I think that speaks to the confidence that you have in yourself too, as a client, and just being bold, saying, you know what, I don't care what anybody says. I want to wear that color and I'm going to rock it. So I think it has something to do with self-esteem. But we also know that there's colorism, racism, and all of that kind of stuff. And people always saying you shouldn't wear, especially in African-American communities, oh, black chick, blonde hair, whatever. All right. So tell our viewers how they can connect with you and about your social media.
So I have Instagram. You can connect with me there. It's Made in Asia, MADEINAEJA. I have Facebook. I really don't get on Facebook that much, honestly, guys. But you can still reach out to me there. It's Asia Williams. What else do I have? Oh, I have Square. So if you have Square, you can look me up on Square. That's about it. Oh, and through her, obviously. But one of those is fine.
Okay. So before we take our station break, oh, he has your card. How excellent. All right. So before we take our station break, we do have a special giveaway. And so, Malcolm.
Yes, ma'am.
We need our faces to be seen on this one so we can do our drum roll, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So let's drum roll. Here we go. To our first caller, we have a gift certificate for a wash, dry clip, and a silk press by Asia Williams. First caller, $100 value, if not more. Silk press. This is your self-care day here. And if you are a natural and you don't silk press, maybe you can give this to somebody else. Maybe there's a holiday party coming up, a birthday. First caller, gift certificate, silk press, Asia Williams. All right. We thank you so much, Miss Williams, for joining us.
Happy to be here.
And hopefully you'll come back. Let's see.
Well, welcome to the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette show on Real Talk 100 Radio. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with tonight?
This is Karen Shepard. Do not tell me that I won. Oh my God, that is crazy.
You did win. Awesome, Karen.
Oh my God, I am so enjoying this. I cannot believe I won. That is crazy. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll give it to you next week.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
Karen Shepard.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. So don't go anywhere, guys. We are polishing this thing up, getting you ready, not only getting you ready for the holidays, for your parties, for your meetings, or just for work. If you're trying to improve your image, we've talked about makeup, we've talked about hair. Now we're going to talk about bling because that's very, very important. So we're going to take a station break. We'll be right back.
All right, everybody. We're going to put our beloved sponsor up. During this commercial break, we want you to shop wagonsfoldusa.com for your best baby stroller in the world, and we'll be right back on the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette show. We'll be right back, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Wisdom Walk. I am your host, Dr. Annette Williams. We want to thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're going to give our guests just a few more minutes to set up. And while we're doing that, we have something very special for you tonight. We have your pin mug. This is your Wisdom Walk pin mug. To the first caller, win your pin mug, the Wisdom Walk. All right. Also, I want to remind you about next Friday's show. We have diseases of the mind and body. We have two nurses who will come and talk to us about diseases, conditions, and disorders that are prevalent in our community. They'll talk treatment for those. I'll talk more about mental health. So we want you to make sure that you tune in next Friday at 6:15 p.m. Mark your calendar. Diseases of the mind and body. Also, November marks National Adoption Month, and it also starts the beginning of my fundraising campaign so that I can continue this wonderful show. No amount is too small, no amount is too great. We want to carry this through to 2024, and we'll have more topics related to women's health, men's health, just a host of things that people have asked me about or asked me to talk about. So support us. And again, we start our campaign in November of 2023. All right, first caller, get your pin mug, the Wisdom Walk. Dial that phone. Yeah, dial that phone. All right, so now we have my favorite cousin in the world.
My favorite cousin, too.
My favorite cousin in the world. Her name is Betty Avery, but I've always known her as Lois, so I still call her Lois. And she's here tonight as a paparazzi consultant. So all of the jewelry that you've seen me wear since the beginning of the onset of the show, she has graciously provided. And so people who support me, I support them. So tell us where you're from, Miss Betty.
I was born and raised in East Texas, but I live in Texas City right now.
Okay, all right. And I know you've been doing this. Well, I'll let you tell us. How long have you been a consultant?
I've been a consultant with Paparazzi about 5 years.
Okay, all right. And then what took you to that place?
Well, my niece actually was the one who got me involved in it. She was doing paparazzi and kept telling me about all this jewelry, this $5 jewelry and accessories. And every time I seen her, she had this beautiful popping jewelry. And so I started buying from her. And I was buying so much from her. She was like, Auntie, you just need to go ahead and sign up as a consultant, because she said as a consultant, you get the jewelry at a discounted price. We sell the jewelry for $5. But as a consultant, we pay $2.75 for the jewelry.
Oh, get out.
Yes, we make a 40% commission, 45% commission on each piece we sell. So she's like, you might as well get in on this, and instead of paying $5 for the jewelry, you can get more of it if you would just sign up as a consultant. So I was like, she just trying to reel me in and trying to get me to be on her team and try to build her up and stuff like that. But as I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, I'm paying $5 for it. For $2.75, I could get almost 2 pieces for the same, for the what I'm paying for it. And so I was like, and they are some popping pieces. So I ended up joining just for the discount. And it was like, man, I bought the starter kit that I bought. There's 3 starter kits you can get. They have a $99 starter kit, they have a $2.99 starter kit, and a $4.99 starter kit. And so as I was looking at it, I was like, you know, I do like jewelry and I like pretty stuff and everything. And I'm like, the $99 starter kit, it only had 35 pieces of jewelry in it. So I'm like, I think I'm going to get that $4.99 kit. So I ended up getting the $4.99 kit. It's like 200 pieces of jewelry in it.
Okay, hold that thought.
Welcome to the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette Show. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with tonight?
Hello, this is Bridget Lott.
Oh, hey, Bridget.
Hey.
You won your mug, girl.
All right. Yay, yay, yay for me.
Well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you. I'm loving y'all conversation. I'm loving it.
Thank you, and I'll call you on Monday.
All right. Good.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. So, so you talked about how you became involved with the jewelry, and you said about 6 years or 5 years?
About
5 years. Okay. So what is it like being a consultant for Paparazzi?
It varies by consultant. Some people get in it like I did it just for the jewelry. But it's a pretty lucrative business for some people. I mean, we have consultants in paparazzi that make 7 figures.
Whoa.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We have lots of 6-figure, but we just recently have 7 figures. People have quit their corporate America jobs and sell paparazzi jewelry full time. So it depends on what you want to do. If you want to just do it for the jewelry or you do it for the hustle, I mean, it's up to you. I basically got into it, like I said, because I like jewelry. But as I saw that I could build a team and make money, and I'm like, okay, I was wearing it to work, and people like, where do you get that from? And I was like, me, you can get it from me. And so I started buying more and more and selling more and more at work. And like right now, I have a real lucrative. I have a store at my house. I have a jewelry store at my house, and people actually come to my house and shop for jewelry. And they can buy it on. You can buy it online. We have some consultants that do Facebook Live sales, and they do really, really well. So it just depends on what you want to do as a consultant with your business.
So this is another business similar to the hair and the makeup that somebody could do, like a stay-at-home mom or a college student.
You can basically work this business from a cell phone.
Oh, wow.
Paparazzi gives you all the tools that you need. They give you a website. They give you all the basic setup to start your business. And basically, if you have an internet connection or if you have a phone line, you can sell and make lots of money on your cell phone.
Wow.
Yes.
Awesome. Let's see.
Pretty good hustle, girl.
I know. I have enough hustles as it is. So, all right. So you talked about the benefits of selling jewelry, and I watched some of your social media broadcasts when you were marketing, etc. Tell us how you feel when you have on that piece? You know, how does it make you feel?
It makes you exude confidence, and it just makes you feel pretty. I mean, sometimes I can just run to the store and just say, I'm going to run to the store or whatever. I feel like I'm naked if I don't have earrings on, if I don't have jewelry, some piece of jewelry on. So it just makes you just feel better as a person. So I think a lot of people, you know, it does different things for them, but it's all about your personality and how you feel. I mean, you see some people that just wear little dainty jewelry and stuff. Some people like big, bold jewelry and stuff, and those are the people with big, bold attitudes. I mean, I'll do either one. I don't have a preference. If it's pretty, if I like it, I'll wear it. It doesn't matter to me.
Now, do all of the pieces come like with the bracelets, the ring, the earrings, and they come as sets, or?
Each necklace comes with the matching earrings.
Okay.
So you're always going to get matching earrings with the necklace.
Okay.
They do have some things, what they call fashion fix, for those people that don't know how to match it up or need help matching it up, or it's like, I don't know if I want to wear this necklace with this ring or how to match it up. It's a 5-piece set. So you get the necklace, the earrings, you get a ring, you get a bracelet. Sometimes you get an extra pair of earrings. So you don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to match it up. They match it up for you.
Wow. Yes. Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. So now, jewelry has always been a part of like African culture. And I don't mean, I'm not making light of this or trying to be funny or anything, guys, but jewelry has been such an integral part of our heritage. We wear it on our teeth, we wear it on our face, we wear it on our necks, and so on and so forth. So, there are some stones that, you know, you cannot wear. Like if you're in Africa, you know, you're going to wear your coral, which is a symbol of royalty, and so on and so forth. What are your thoughts about, I guess, and I lost my train of thought there. So what I was trying to do is connect. I'll come back to it because I want to make sure that I phrase it right. All right. So show us some of the pieces that you brought tonight, because we are approaching the holidays, week and a half. We're being to Thanksgiving and then Christmas. And I'm sure there are people out there who are trying to pull some or thinking about what they may want to buy.
Yeah.
But let me ask this before I forget. So do you only carry jewelry for women or for women and men?
No, we have women's jewelry and men's jewelry.
Ah.
And we have a line that's like unisex,
Okay.
where we have the bracelets that the kids like to wear, that the leather bracelets, the bicycle type bracelets, the little cloth bracelets or whatever.
Okay.
That's unisex. So no, they do have men's jewelry.
Okay. All right. Well, the floor is yours.
Okay.
Talk to them.
So this is an example of how the piece comes. You get the matching earrings and then you get a necklace. So this is like a pretty blue set that you could wear, and you see it has a lengthener on there so you can shorten it or lengthen it if you needed to. But it's just a beautiful piece, just a beautiful blue piece of jewelry there.
And how much is that piece?
This is $5.
Wow.
$5 jewelry.
Yeah.
This is $5.
So is everything $5 or just some pieces?
The majority of our jewelry is $5, but they do have a $25 line, like this piece that I'm
Oh,
wearing here.
yeah. Nice and bold. Okay.
Nice and bold, yes.
Yeah,
So this is a $25 piece,
Okay.
but for the people that economy based or just want to I just want to go with the less expensive stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a pretty piece of jewelry.
It
for
really
$5.
is. Yeah, it really is.
And if you break it or lose it or tear it up, it was just $5.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
no harm, no foul. This is like one of the pieces that I was
Oh.
telling you that it's like a 5-piece set
Oh,
that you don't
I
have to
love
match it up. Like you see, this is a long necklace. If you wanted to, you could wrap it.
I'm
and
gonna
wear
move it so
it
they can see
shorter.
this. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I like that.
This comes with a beautiful blue wrap bracelet that you can wrap around your arm here. And then it also has a pretty set of beautiful blue earrings and a beautiful blue ring to go with it. So as you can see, this would be a $20 set. But if you just wanted the earrings or just wanted the bracelet or just wanted the ring, it's $5.
I'm gonna pull you over a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go quickly and just show you a few pieces. I'm not gonna show you everything, but just some stuff that would be pretty for fall. Here's a beautiful ring necklace.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And you see it has matching earrings. Some of the earrings are small, but they do have larger pieces like this one. You can pair this.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
That
Mm-hmm.
pretty matching
Oh
necklace.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
And a cute green to give you a pop of color on your finger.
So would that be with what you're showing? Would that be a $20 set?
This would be a $20
Oh
set.
man, I mean
Yes.
that's really still a steal.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And then for people that like metals, like I like metals. I'm a metals girl, so I like metal
Mhm.
jewelry. I'll wear anything, but like this is a real
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
metal piece.
yeah. Is that a hammered look?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And you see the earrings are smaller.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's got a really pretty hammered bracelet to go along with it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would be cute with jeans or
Mm-hmm.
just metals you can wear with anything. You don't have to just wear it with a certain color. Metals, because it's a metal, it'll go with pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I think every girl needs a pair of pearls.
Oh yeah, that's what you told me.
Every girl has pearls.
That's what you told me.
And so this is just a simple set of
Oh yeah.
4-strand pearls. And it's more like a choker,
Yeah.
but they're very simple.
Oh yeah, and elegant.
They're very simple and elegant. You can wear this casual or you can dress it up.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, call in. You know, you have your weddings and anniversaries, parties, all of that stuff in. Let Lois hook you up
I
with
can hook you
paparazzi.
up.
Yeah.
This is a pretty piece that has like a little hang down on it.
Mm-hmm.
It has a very pretty matching bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh
some very
yes.
cute dangly earrings.
Oh, I love that.
Very cute. Very cute.
I think I'm gonna have to buy that.
Okay. And then this set, they have a lot of turquoise jewelry, and I've never been like a turquoise kind of girl, but some of their turquoise jewelry is very, very pretty.
Yes.
And this one has the earthy brown tones in it.
Yes, it does. Wow. And when you look at it, it does not look like a $5
It does
piece.
not
It
look like
looks
a
very
$5
high
piece.
end.
Right.
Very high end.
And these have some
Oh
cute
yeah.
dangly earrings, and then you can add your ring for a pop of color on your finger.
Mm-hmm.
So as you can see, it doesn't take much to dress up.
That's right. That's right. And you know what I've noticed about their rings is that they have this stretch back. I don't know if you guys
All
can
of
see
their
that.
rings are stretchy,
Yeah.
as you can see. So they'll fit
Anybody.
anybody.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about trying to find your size because one size fits all.
Miss Betty,
Yes.
is this the correct contact information right here?
Yes, and then you can also go to paparazziaccessories.com/Betty Avery, and you can pull up my paparazzi page.
I got
And
I got you right here.
okay,
Okay.
and you can actually create you an online profile, and you can shop directly from the website, and it ships directly to you. They have different categories of jewelry. They have all different styles, all different colors. So just log on to the website, shop to your heart's desire,
All right.
and get you some nice, pretty jewelry.
All right. All right. Indeed. Indeed.
And this is one that I really, really like. They have a lot of stones.
Yeah.
This would be cute, casual or dressed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stretchy bracelets. Most of their bracelets are stretchy, so anybody can wear them. And then look at these beautiful earrings with the stones in them.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Very
that's
cute.
really nice. Yes.
Very, very cute.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's your ring with a stretchy back.
Yeah.
Very, very cute.
Mhm.
Very, very inexpensive.
So Lois, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Does the jewelry, is it categorized like evening, casual, or is it just, hey, we have jewelry?
They have jewelry for different categories. They have basically like some of the bulky jewelry, this fashion, this would be something. I mean, even though, and it's heavy. This right here.
Oh yeah, that's really heavy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You could wear it casually, or you could wear it for an after 5 or evening. I mean, this would look cute with jeans or whatever. So yeah, they do have certain categories that you can get.
Now, does Paparazzi have like a certain time of year where they release new products?
Paparazzi releases new releases every day, Monday through Friday.
Wow.
Around 2:30, between 2:30 and 3 o'clock Central Standard Time. If you log onto the website, all of the new pieces drop. They have new pieces that drop every day, Monday through Friday.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. That's awesome.
Ma'am.
So you would never, just never be boring.
No, ma'am. There's something new. They change with the seasons. I mean, they have different colors as the seasons come on. I mean, in the springtime, you get your yellows, your pinks, it flows with the season. So it's an endless variety of jewelry.
Oh, good.
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
Well, thank you. Awesome. Okay. So, Malcolm, do we have any questions or comments?
Let me catch back up with the listening audience. Deja Osadeko says, wow. Betty, I hope you don't mind, but I've been over here stalking.
Okay, stalk away.
Because I feel bad about Miss Carmelita. I missed her, but when you bring her back on later, I have all of her information now.
Okay.
I wasn't able to share everything, but as I'm doing my little stalking, I did find all of her information. Put her website up, and her website is clickable. It's a hyperlink. You guys just click on it and shop with Miss Betty Hollis Avery on her website. Her website's on the screen right now. And if you need more information about joining her team or selling paparazzi or asking her, inquiring about some of the products she's had on the, I want to keep saying stage, but on the platform tonight, this is her name. You look her up on Facebook at Betty Hollis Avery. Her number is right there at 409-935-3747, and that is her email as well.
Yes,
so
it is.
That's all I really had to say. I did put your bio up too.
Thank you.
Your bio, I stole that.
Okay. Still away.
I borrowed it for a second. And so you've been selling paparazzi for approximately 5 years.
Yes.
And you're encouraging other people to join your team.
Yes, you can join my team. If you have questions, reach out to me. I'd be happy to have you on my team. I can show you the ropes. You can get in, like I said, if you just want to get in it for a side hustle or to make some money. Like I said, I didn't get in it to make money. I got into it because I like the jewelry. But I mean, it's a lucrative business for me. And when I retire, I plan to do this full time. I do it on the side right now, but this is going to be something that I'll do full time when I retire, and maybe I'll be one of those 6-figure earners.
All right, now don't forget about us little people.
I won't forget you, girl.
Don't forget.
So you don't have your pink Cadillac yet?
I don't have my pink Cadillac yet, but I'll be working on it. And I don't think I want a pink one.
You don't want a pink?
I don't think I want a pink.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's all I had, though.
All right. So before we continue, though, we want to give away a Wisdom Walk T-shirt. Let me stand up. See, I'm all in. Wisdom Walk, all right? So to the first caller, Wisdom Walk T-shirt. We want you to tell your friends about us because, again, we want to bring stories and shows to you that are relevant to life. We're all about mental health and wellness. We have some fantastic shows coming up, so continue to support us. Again, in November, we'll start our fundraising campaign. And November marks the beginning of National Adoption Month. We also want you to tune in next Friday. Diseases of the mind and body, diseases that are prevalent in our community. We want you to come with your questions and ask our illustrious nursing team those questions that you may have about maybe something that's going on with you and you just want some advice about it. Okay, all right. So we have another piece.
Yes, this would be perfect for a holiday evening dress. Beautiful.
And the earrings are a nice size too. Yeah.
So just some variety, some different things.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, look, Lois.
Yes.
Let's see. Is there a particular technique for matching jewelry? Like you wouldn't have a hammered necklace with some pearl earrings. I mean, but I guess it's just preference, but still.
It's really about preference, but like I said, I wouldn't match up pearls with a hammer look. You want to try to stay with the look that it is, so you look more uniform. But I mean, you can walk out on the street and you can see people with all kinds. So it just depends on your preference. But I try to stick with, if I'm doing gold and silver, then I'll do gold and silver accompaniments to go with it, a ring or earrings or whatever.
Okay. All right. So are these pieces considered costume, or how are they classified?
It's costume jewelry.
It's costume jewelry.
It is costume jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. And so if I want to become a consultant, then
you can reach out to me and I can show you how to go through the process of signing up. You can sign up under me, or if there's another consultant that you know you want to sign up under, but I'd be happy to have you to sign up under me. And you pick your starter kit if you want the $99, the $299, or the $499 kit. If you get the $499 kit, Paparazzi does a convention every year in Las Vegas. And if you get the $499 kit, you get free tickets to the convention.
Oh.
So the first year I joined, I got free tickets to the convention, and their conventions are awesome. I mean, it's just love all over. Everybody, you get to see all the consultants from all over the country. Everybody comes together. I mean, it's 100,000 women in pink, and it's just awesome. It's awesome.
Now, are there different levels? We heard Carmelita say something about the levels in Mary Kay. You have the consultant, then the director, and so on and so forth.
Paparazzi has 9 levels.
Okay.
The smallest level, the starter level, is star consultant, and it goes all the way up to a Maven A-lister. And that's our highest ranking position right now. That's the lady that's making 7 figures. She's a Maven A-lister, and she has like about 3,500 people on her team.
3,500?
Yes, or more. It's probably more than that now.
So she doesn't even have to sell Paparazzi because she gets a commission.
She gets a commission, residual income, and it goes by levels. So yes, she can. But she does live sales on Facebook, and her sales are awesome. And she'll sell in an hour's time. She can sell 300 or 400 pieces of jewelry in an hour.
What?
Yes. You should just log into Facebook and see some of the Paparazzi live shows. These women are making money. They're killing it. Selling $5 jewelry.
What?
They're killing it.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Check it out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're hearing that, folks. No excuses. You have your Mary Kay. You've got your Paparazzi. There's no excuse, especially now that the holidays are upon us.
Yes.
People are looking for gifts. And you know what? I don't like shopping. So I'm sure there are other people out there who don't like, the hustle and the bustle of the mall. We're bringing it to you. We're bringing it to you.
Yes,
so,
ma'am.
All right. So is there anything else you want us to know about this business?
I would just like to say that it is a very nice business to be in. Like I said, you don't have to hard sell. I mean, women want to look beautiful, and for $5, it doesn't take much to look beautiful for a $5 piece of jewelry. I mean, even if you don't have makeup on, if you have a pretty piece of jewelry on, it exudes confidence. It just speaks confidence, and it boosts your personality and stuff like that. So, I mean, I would just like to say, just get into the business of it. If you really want something to do to make more money, I would say this would be a good thing to get into.
Okay.
And
you can tell me if it's none of my business, but I have to ask, what is the most you've ever made, like, in your sales?
Probably, I've done some vendor events, and I think my most I've made at a vendor event 2 or 3 hours, $800.
What? Sign me up. Sign me up.
Yes.
Get out of here.
Yes. Vendor events, you do really well usually at vendor events, because people, and especially this time of year when people are starting to do like harvest festivals and things for Thanksgiving and Christmas, because like you said, people are looking for gifts. And I mean, these are very inexpensive gifts. I mean, you can wipe off your whole list and not break the bank. And at Christmas time, I mean, people from work, I have people from church, I have people that shop on my online website. So I mean, you could get all of your gifts taken care of fairly easily, one stop and very inexpensive.
Now, did you bring any men's pieces tonight?
I did not bring any men's pieces.
Okay.
Oh, I think I do have some. I think I do have some, like some of the bracelets. As you can see.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, again, your makeup queen, your hair queen, your jewelry queen, we have them all here tonight. Each one of them has spoken about how whatever they contribute, their business contributes to bringing that inner beauty out. And we feel as good as we look. So we're so glad you all tuned in tonight. So we're going to take another station break. I'm going to bring all the ladies back, and we hope that you will call in and ask those last minute questions. And I have a few more questions for them. So stick and stay. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, everybody. This is the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette Show. We'll be right back after this break.
I'm just going.
All right, guys, welcome back. We have all of our guests here in one sitting tonight. This has really been a phenomenal show. I want to thank you guys for coming to support this. Now, I'm just a lover of people who are business minded. It doesn't matter to me, what color you are or anything like that, but we just all happen to be African American women. And so to hear and to be acquainted with you all, and not only are you doing this, but you also have other things that you do. You've been working at a hospital for many, many years, an educator. And Asia, at one time, she was renting cars, guys. Let me tell you.
I was successful at renting cars too.
Yeah, but using my house as the hub. So
she left that part out.
But anyway, I just want to speak just a minute to, and I'll start with you, Carmelita, since you were first. As an African American woman in business, do you feel like you have a greater responsibility than just to yourself. You know, we can talk about making money, and let me speak to that just for a minute before you go there, because being in a private mental health practice, I feel like my responsibility is greater than me showing up, talking to people about their mental health. It's about educating people on how to live well and how to reduce the stress that they have in their lives and letting some things go so that they can be, here we are, their authentic self, right? We have a lot of masking. So as an educator, as somebody who is doing or selling Mary Kay, what message do you have for anyone, but primarily our young African American women with the things that we're seeing in society?
Well, for me, one of the main things is that let them know that they're seen, and that I don't have to be interested in you sexually or in a relationship. Like, you are important just in yourself and who you are. And so, you know, I get to spend time with them when I'm teaching them how to take care of their skin and things of that nature. And then even people trying to earn a little bit more money for their family, you know, a lot of times they don't believe that they can. So like, I'm teaching them how to do things, how to reach out to people, how to calculate tax, you know, and just those different things, and how to use your website correctly, and how to present yourself, you know, to the public. And so that is a responsibility, because I can't have a bad day where I go off and talk about politics or things of that nature. I have to stay focused on the goal and what I'm trying to present to people in the path that I want them to follow, because they do scroll all the way through and ask me questions about all kinds of things. And so I make sure that, I mean, of course, you can have your own style and your own life. But for me, I want to make sure that I'm focused on people are important. You are important as, you know, a person, especially young women. You know, we spend so much time taking care of our family, doing everything for everybody else, for our bosses, and we rarely take time for ourselves. And so with Mary Kay, we give a little bit of time back to ourselves. You know, just a little bit of time just to nurture yourself. And that makes all the difference in the world. When I was in the hospital with COVID, one of my Mary Kay sisters brought me a skincare sample set to use, and just feeling that and taking care of it just brought life back to me, you know, at that moment. And so, you know, I like to be that person for other people, and that's why I love doing the gifts.
So life lessons, that self-care routine at night, just like you said, just the cleaning at night, and I don't know if they have bath oils or whatever, but it is refreshing. And I'm going to take it a step further and say, all right, just throw this out. How can we reach young women like who's my daughter's age, in their 20s, and get them on this entrepreneurial bandwagon?
So I try to go out and meet people. I've been forcing myself to go to more like vendor events. On the 29th, I'm doing the domestic violence, where people who have been experiencing domestic violence, I'll be there. And just talking to the women that had to escape from home or different things like that. And so here's a pathway forward, you know, out of your situation. And it helped me in several situations, you know, having a little bit of funds where a lot of women won't be able to get out of certain situations if they don't have the money to do it. And so this is a way where you don't have to say, can I go work 40 more hours and be away from my family? You can actually plan it the way that you want to. And have what you need to take care of your family. So just reaching out to them, talking to friends, having like groups, or like where you could bring your daughter and they could bring their friends, or, you know, any of those things, you know, talking to each other. And then of course I have Facebook. So I'll have Facebook parties, and people can just come on and learn about it, and I can teach them how to do whatever they need to do.
Okay, thank you. All right, Asia, you and I have talked a little bit about, and since this is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, you and I have talked about there being a domestic violence something at Prairie View. Yeah. And what is it called? Like task force?
See something, say something. Prairie View, unfortunately, there is a high number of domestic violence between girlfriends and boyfriends, boyfriends and boyfriends, girlfriends and girlfriends. It's like, honestly, you wouldn't think it would be, but from freshmen to sophomore to juniors, like, well, even though I'm a baby too, babies, like 18-year-old men hitting on 18-year-old women, 18-year-old women hitting on 18-year-old men, like, it's there, and it's something that they've been trying to deal with. So, like, when you first get to Prairie View, you learn about see something, say something. That's just with anything. If you see anything that's out of hand, you can do it anonymously. You can do it from your advisor. You can do it from, you see somebody in the sorority walking around, just anybody. You can just let them know, and we'll let whoever needs to know, because people are suffering in silence at Prairie View. Like, women come into the women's shelter with bruises, like something that you'll see on TV.
What advice do you have for women, and it sounds like men too, keeping themselves safe? You know, what are some things they need to look out for, or maybe some things that you saw when you were on campus that people just overlook, or just some general advice?
I can speak for college. If you're at college, do not move in with your partner. I don't care how good they make it seem. I don't care how financially sound it might seem at the time. Don't move in. Something's going to happen along the way. It could be good. It might work out, but you're risking the bad working out too. You're the opportunity cost, the consequences could be there. Like, don't move in. On campus, we have dorms for a reason. Stay separate. If you guys want to hang out in public areas, spend the night, whatever y'all going to do, because we can't lie and pretend like, other things won't happen, but don't move in with each other. Moving in with each other, because then you're confined to that space. Nobody can see you for days, and before you know it, somebody hasn't seen you for a month. You dropped out of school, you haven't eaten. It can just go from bad to worse. Just don't do it.
And just quickly, advice for any young person who's thinking about going into business for himself or herself. What are some lessons that you've learned along the way?
Do it. Bump your head, waste your money. Learn your lessons. If you take some losses, take those losses and keep them in the back of your head. Betting on yourself is better than putting all your effort and energy into a company. Although working for companies is great, at least experiencing it for yourself. You're testing your limits. Yes, some days you might not make any money. Some days you might make thousands of dollars, but you're risking it on yourself. And I think that if that's something that you want to do, you owe it to yourself to at least try.
All right. Well, thank you. All right. And Betty, we're going to let you drive this home. We have about 6-7 minutes. Okay. All right. Yeah. Drive us home, Betty. Drive us home. You are the mother of 2 adult male children, African-American children. And we know that with everything that's going on in society, I'm sure your prayer every day is, God, keep them safe, keep them safe. What message do you have? If your sons were here right now, what message do you have for them? And then what do you think about, can a man do this? Can a man do this business?
The message I have for my son is just stay close to God. There's so much going on in the world right now. We have to pray, and we have to make sure that we know where our faith lies. You look at the news every day and you see the police and how they're treating our African American men, and it's sad and it's scary. And you would think it would never happen to you, but it can happen to any of us. As far as this business, we have a lot of men in this business, and some of them are 6-figure earners as well.
Wow,
yes.
wow.
So yes, anybody can sell paparazzi jewelry.
Okay.
It practically sells itself.
Yeah.
So, if you're looking for a career, or you're looking for something to do on the side, or looking something for extra money, or if you just like jewelry and just want to buy it for the discount, any of those reasons.
Okay. All right. Thank you again, ladies. Any final comments from you all that you want to share with our viewers? Okay. I'm sorry. I think Malcolm.
No. I wanted to, Carmelita had something to say, and I wanted to apologize again, but I'm highlighting your flyer now. If anyone would like to contact Carmelita, her information is on the screen. There's her phone number. There's her website, I believe, and she can carry it away. Carmelita, did you have something to say?
Yes. So I shared with him my Christmas towers, and he can put it up. I have people do it for graduation, for Mother's Day, any of those things. So anybody that messaged me and says Wisdom Walk, I will give you 15% off of any tower, any basket that I do. So, but you have to say Wisdom Walk in order to get it.
All right. Anything final from you, Asia?
No. I hope you guys have a good night.
All right.
No, if you're looking for something to do to earn extra money, or if you just want to do it for fun and you just want to enjoy wearing the jewelry, reach out to me, let me know.
Okay, all right. And I also want to encourage you. I held this sign up earlier about being your authentic self. I want to encourage you, if you are, again, we're coming up on the holidays, and this is typically the time where individuals experience depression because of loss or a host of reasons. Don't suffer in silence. Mental health therapy is not taboo. It is a tool to use to help you get to and stay in a healthy place. There's no need to not reach out or speak out. And I hope that we still don't have individuals who are making folks feel like they lack faith or, they're just broken when they ask for help. So I'm encouraging you to ask for help. If you are interested in my services, my business name is Williams Counseling and Play Therapy, and I'm at 2500 East TC Jester Boulevard, Suite 249. My phone number is 832-273-9513, and I take a host of insurances, even some sliding scale, cash payment. If you tune in next week, I'm going to give away 2 coupons for 1 hour each of free counseling. So join us next Friday night. We want you to be edified. We want you to be supported. Again, a big shout out to our guest. And if we could get one last caller to call in to win this t-shirt, but if not, I will bring it back next week. But final caller tonight, we have a Wisdom Walk t-shirt that we want you to have, and the numbers on the screen.
Right now, there's the number, everybody. First caller, let's end the show with a winner. First caller wins a Wisdom Walk t-shirt. Call in at 832-560-2885. And I want to reiterate one more thing that Carmelita Allen said, Mary Kay consultant. I could not get the picture of the baskets up there. It's not sending for some reason, but she says you can get a basket for 15% off if you simply mention Wisdom Walk. Wisdom Walk. Her name is Carmelita Allen on Instagram and Facebook, correct?
Yes.
Contact her via inbox and get 15% off of her. What kind of baskets?
Any of the towers or baskets. Any gifts.
Any gifts, get 15% off. All you have to do is say Wisdom Walk. Let's give away one more t-shirt. Hold that t-shirt up right quick.
I think Betty wanted to interject something.
Yes, I'm feeling generous as well.
All right.
So, for the first 10 people that log into my paparazzi website and create a customer profile, I will send you a free piece of jewelry.
What?
What?
Say that one more time as I put your website up on the screen.
The first 10 people that log into my paparazzi website and create a customer profile, I will send you a free piece of jewelry.
Her website is in the comments on the live on Facebook only. I don't think you can click the hyperlink on YouTube. You may be able to, but I know I tested it myself on Facebook. So click her paparazzi website and you will get what one more time?
You will get a free piece of jewelry if you create a customer profile.
Create a customer profile and win. These ladies
for the
came
first
in.
10 people.
The first 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
First 10 people. If you're number 20, you're out of there, y'all. You're out of there. You got to be the first 10.
Okay, so listen, ladies. I'm going to put you on the spot here. So let's say next week I'm pushing and I'm like, hey, we have our Paparazzi Jewelry. We have our Mary Kay. Can our folks still benefit from this same gift that you're giving tonight, the 15% and the
yes.
Okay,
Absolutely.
all right, we're gonna be rocking this.
Absolutely,
we're gonna be rocking this all the way to Christmas. All right, so no excuse. 15% off, free piece of jewelry. All right, I think we're done for the night, Mr. Malcolm. What do you think?
I think so too. Another great show.
Yeah.
You need to play baseball. You can hit home runs. You ever thought of playing baseball or softball?
Nah.
Never?
Mm-mm.
No, never an athlete.
Mm-mm.
You need to hit some home runs because you definitely hit home runs here on the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette show. I'm going to put her flyer up, everybody. This is the end of the show, and this is her flyer right here. We want you to get all the information for when her show airs on Real Talk 100 Radio. This is her flyer right here. This is when you can tune in to her show every Friday night from 6:15 to 8:15. Tonight's show was all about embracing your inner beauty. And I forgot to ask a question, so I'm going to ask it right now because I got about 3 minutes that I can play with. Dr. Annette, embracing your inner beauty. We had 3 women in the building. Can a man embrace his inner beauty without being feminine?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
How does he do that?
Well, I think the same way that women do it. It has a lot to do with self-esteem and how he presents himself. You know, we have a tendency to believe that a man is not a man unless he's musty and dirty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's been out there. That's a real man right there. He's doing construction. But not all men are hands-on kind of guys. You know, you have some blue collar, you have white collars. And so I think society too looks at men who give themselves that extra care as effeminate. Doesn't mean that they're effeminate. It just means that just like us, they want to be presentable. So they kind of spruce themselves up so they can be presentable.
I thank you for that because I don't struggle with it.
Yeah.
I get made fun of every day because I shower for an hour. I mean, I give or take 20 minutes, you know. If I have to shave, if I have to, I'm going to be in the bathroom in a good hour and 20 minutes. If I have to shave and bathe, and they make fun of me. Boy, you get dressed like a woman. I like the way I look. I like the way I smell. Not today, I look kind of rough, but on the days that I do I get made fun of all the time.
And they need to feel empowered as well. Yeah. They need, you know, it's very important for them to care about themselves. And I'm going to take that a step further and say, even more so because of the stereotype associated with African-American men or just men of color. So just taking that extra time to when you go on that job interview, iron your clothes.
Yes, ma'am.
Take a bath.
Yes, ma'am.
You know,
I get made fun of because I'm not leaving the house raggedy.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm just going to the dollar store.
Yeah.
First impression.
First impression.
First impression.
Absolutely.
I'm not going raggedy. If you let's get up and let's run and let's go here. I need to get ready. You know, don't do me like that. I'm not going. I'm just not doing it. So I just wanted to ask that question. I meant to ask during the show, but this is all the information you need to know about this show, everybody. The Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette. There she is on the upper left-hand corner. That's the star of the show. And we've been with Carmelita Allen, Mary Kay consultant. Oh, hold on, I'll put you on the screen. I'm sorry. There we go. Wave at them, Carmelita. Mary Kay consultant. Y'all contact her. If you're watching the replay, I put everybody's information up on the screen. I'll put it up again here as soon as I get done talking. We had Asia Williams, hairstylist. There she is. And last but not least, we had Miss Betty Avery, Paparazzi Jewelry. Embrace your inner beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, log into the Wisdom Walk with Dr. Annette show every Friday night from 6:15 to 8:15. That brings us to a close tonight. Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Let's close it out with the Real Talk 100 radio jingle. I'm very proud of it, y'all. Good night.
All right.
Y'all keep it locked to Real Talk 100 radio. We've got a